It was supposed to be a routine patrol along the scorching desert border, until everything went wrong. The sun blazed mercilessly overhead, casting long shadows across the barren landscape. Suddenly, the silence shattered, a screech of tires, the pounding of boots, and a sharp blow to the back of his head. Darkness. When he woke up, he was somewhere unfamiliar, his hands bound, and his head throbbing. What the cartel didn't know was that they had just taken the wrong man. If you think this story ends how you expect, think again. Stay with us, because this is one twist you don't want to miss. And hey, if you love gripping stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you never miss another thriller. Now, let's dive into this incredible true story. The man's name was Jack Reynolds. A former Navy SEAL and a decorated hero who had seen action in some of the most dangerous places on Earth. But after years of service, he traded in his combat boots for a badge, becoming a U.S. Border Patrol agent. Jack wasn't chasing medals anymore, he was chasing peace. But some battles find you, whether you want them or not. It all started on a blistering summer afternoon. Jack was responding to a report of unusual movement near a remote crossing point. The area was known for cartel activity, human trafficking, drug smuggling, and worse. But Jack had faced death before. Alone in his patrol vehicle, he scanned the horizon. The radio crackled. Possible coyote spotted, proceed with caution. Jack's sharp eyes caught something, a trail of fresh tire tracks cutting through the sand, leading toward an abandoned shack. Instinct told him something wasn't right. He slowed the vehicle and stepped out, boots crunching against the hot sand. His hand hovered near his sidearm. A sound, a metallic click, then everything exploded into chaos. Before he could react, masked men in tactical gear swarmed from the shadows. A blinding strike to the temple, and the world turned black. When Jack came to, he was tied to a wooden chair in a dimly lit room. The air smelled of gasoline and sweat. A man stood before him, Alvarez, the cartel's local enforcer, cold, calculating, and infamous for making his captives talk. "So, border cop," Alvarez sneered, "you're going to tell me everything about your patrol routes, or you'll never see another sunrise." But Jack wasn't a man who broke under pressure. He had survived interrogations from enemies far more dangerous than Alvarez. He stayed silent, his eyes calm, calculating. Alvarez, mistaking the silence for fear, grinned. "Maybe you need some encouragement." One of the guards cracked his knuckles, but Jack's lips curled into something unexpected, a smirk. "You really don't know who you've got here, do you?" he said, his voice low and controlled. Back at the border station, Jack's disappearance had already sparked alarm. His partner, Agent Morales, knew Jack would never vanish without a fight. With every passing hour, tensions rose. Morales pulled satellite feeds and found Jack's patrol vehicle, abandoned. But the tracks leading away, those belonged to the cartel. Morales immediately alerted Homeland Security. "They've taken Jack," he growled, "and they have no idea who they're dealing with." Meanwhile, inside the cartel hideout, Jack was already working the problem. His wrists, raw from the restraints, moved subtly, testing the ropes. In his years as a SEAL, he had learned a crucial rule: control your breathing, control your fear. He scanned the room, 3 guards, one armed with an assault rifle, the others with pistols. A rusty pipe ran along the ceiling, and through a crack in the window, he saw something vital: his escape route. Alvarez leaned in close. "Last chance, hero. Talk, or you die here." Jack's eyes locked with his captors. "You first," he said, then, with a sharp twist of his wrists, he snapped the weakened rope. In a flash, he was on his feet. His elbow drove into one guard's throat, sending him sprawling. The second guard reached for his weapon, but Jack was faster. He disarmed him with a brutal strike and turned the pistol on the third guard. "Drop it," Jack ordered, his voice lethal. The guard hesitated, then complied. The sound of gunfire erupted from outside. The cartel was responding to the chaos. Jack's instincts kicked into overdrive. He grabbed a rifle and moved swiftly through the compound, using every corner, every shadow, as cover. The walls shook with the echo of bullets, but Jack's focus never wavered. He was a predator now, silent, deadly, and unstoppable. At the same time, Agent Morales had led a tactical team to the location, traced through intercepted cartel communications. The roar of helicopters signaled their arrival. "Go, go, go!" Morales shouted as the team breached the compound. But when they reached the heart of the hideout, they found something shocking: Jack, standing over Alvarez, who lay bruised and defeated. Jack tossed the cartel leader's gun aside. "Took you long enough," he said, flashing Morales a familiar grin. The aftermath was swift. The cartel operation was dismantled, and Alvarez was taken into custody. Jack, bruised but unbroken, walked out of the compound, his past and present converging into one undeniable truth: he was a protector, always had been, always would be. But stories like this? They remind us, heroes don't always wear capes. Sometimes, they wear badges, or dog tags. So, what do you think? How would you have handled Jack's situation? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more thrilling tales. Because out here, where shadows fall, and danger is real, only one thing matters: the right man, in the right place, changes everything.